Honored guests, lend me your ears. Long has our Fevremont suffered, without a true monarch to guide her and her people. Decades have passed since last His Majesty Erland sat atop the Draken throne. Long have we endured, yet it has not been for naught. At last, the bell has tolled on the age of the Consul. At last, we may celebrate the coming of our rightful ruler. The return of the Sovereign.
My word! Such an inspiring visage.
Your Majesty shall have my eternal fealty.
Your Majesty, oh how long I have awaited this moment.
Behold, before you sits the rightful inheritor of the Draken throne, chosen by the dragon as its enemy. Behold and rejoice! Fortune has delivered us our savior at last! At last! Praise be, for only the Sovereign's guidance can lead us true. All hail the Sovereign! All hail! Let all present pledge their allegiance to the Sovereign. Let us be united in the hope that our liege's reign will ne'er end. Long live the Sovereign of Vermont! Long live the Sovereign!
Arisen, thou who wouldst slay the dragon, if thou seekest to behold this world in its true aspect, abandon thy reason. Cast aside thine heart and thy life both. I ask thee to demonstrate thy will, for naught but thine ambition can alter the course of the rivers of fate.
Now, which one of you was it? No need to be shy. I've just got to take down a record of your name and face. Come on, step forward. Aha! I thought I recognized you. I ill like that look in your eyes. 'Tis queerly brazen for a pawn. Most of your kind have eyes blank as a cadaver's. Mayhap 'tis only natural, seeing as how you rise from the dead. There's aught different about you, though. Could it be that you fear death just as we mortals do? Worry not, vessel. 3 days here, and you'll be longing for death's sweet embrace. Come along, you feckless dullards.
First, assess the field, then act accordingly.
Some of us get complacent, but I train every day. I don't feel safe here.
Get a move on!
Do your injuries pain you? Pray, do not overexert yourself. This is no place for one of your ilk. 'Tis harsh beyond measure. Even we pawns are pushed to the brink. You ought not anger the overseer. Let us proceed to the site.
Time to be heading home.
I'll not stick my head where it will get cut off.
Time for you to get to work.
You are prepared to work. Then you ought begin by carrying stones out from the station in the back and bringing them here.
The vicinity is quite cluttered.
A job well done. Now the next step is to... What is this commotion? Perhaps we ought to investigate.
been awoken. You but fell that fiend, even at the cost of your lives! Get me out of here! Now!
Fundamentals of using a bow at the distance. Careful. If your bows should draw to the near, counter them well aimed. Boulders, barrels, and the like can make effective weapons with clever combatants. When delivering targeted strikes, I would recommend clinging to your bow.
Are you unharmed?
Consane!
You ought flee while you can. After all, your charge awaits you. You cannot linger in this place forever. You have lost your memories. 'Tis surely the work of a fell curse, but worry not. You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisen.
Son it. The accursed creature escaped. Oh, you! Get back here! Quickly!
This way, Arisen! Come this way. Let us flee.
Lost, John. What is the honor?
No one could survive a fall from this height. Not even a pawn. Don't just stand there! Shoot it down!
It's getting away! Bring it down! Bring it down!
Go now, lost soul. And learn all you can of this world you must protect.
Keep your distance, Arisen! Worry not for me. The brine may swallow me whole, but I will not perish. There is a stone not far from here, known as a rift stone. Pray, seek it out. If you're truly the Arisen, then our paths will surely cross again.
Oi! Are you all right? What happened here? A griffin appears one moment and falls the next. And now you stand before me. Was it you then? The one who was riding on its back? Tis a wonder you survived. Accompany me to the stronghold. We'll treat your wounds and hear your story. Where exactly is this jail you say you escaped from, anyway? I've never heard of such a place. There's certainly naught like that here in Burma. Could it be you were held in the neighboring country of Batal? Nay, I suppose that's unlikely. We've been estranged from Batal ever since the war. It is difficult to imagine any citizen of Burma being sent there. Fine! Goblins! Let's take up your weapons, sir. You'll be needing it. If you find your strength lacking, imbibe a curative or have a bit of green range. When one of the fiends comes for you, lest guard or dodge, else you'll be sore on the morrow. Make use of the slope. It will give you an advantage against their ranks. There are oft items to be scavenged from the bodies of monsters and their ilk. Have you beheld the dragon as yet? I've not, and I count that a blessing. All I know for sure is that 'tis a beast e'er more fearsome than a griffin. One need only look at the miserable state of the village of Mel to see that. We cannot hope that the sovereign will rid us of his airlock. That's the sovereign's duty, isn't it? When the dragon rears its ugly head, the sovereign appears among the people and steps forth to challenge it. Where are you going? I'll not force you to receive treatment, but I'd at least like a word.
Welcome, Arisen. We pawns have long awaited your arrival.
What is this? Pawns? They bend the knee to you so readily, but then... No. Surely you cannot be the Arisen.
You seek the Riftstone, do you not? We can take you to it. Pray, come this way. Before you stands a riftstone. Tis a gate by which we of the Pawn Legion may cross o'er into this world. Pray, summon your pawn. Simply paint with your mind's eye the loyal attendant whom you would have serve you.
The people here are evacuated and...
The people here are evacuated.
The people here are evacuated...
The people here are evacuated and safe. The people here are...
There are more who can yet be saved.
We pawns are travelers of not only this world, but myriad others with which we can connect. As your loyal pawn, my duty is to accompany you and use what I learn in these other realms to aid you on your journey. I shall be with you every step of the way, and I hope to put my knowledge and experiences to good use on your behalf.
Well, I'll be. A pawn summoning before my very eyes. You truly are the Arisen, then. Strange. I thought the Arisen was in the capital. Surely there's only meant to be one Arisen. Fie, this is all beyond my ken. The Watchhead would know what to do, I'm sure. Though, as luck would have it, he's away. I suppose we'll save any further questions till the Watchhead returns. You're free to do as you like afore then. What? You've no memories, you say? Mayhap you could make for Melve, then. 'Twas set upon by the dragon not long ago. The Arisen is said to bear some deep connection to the dragon. Should you be Arisen, mayhap you'll recall aught of import there.
Fancy a gander? I find goods for... Fancy a gander? I find goods for sale. Always a pleasure.
Well, it takes two to make a set.
Going out, are you? You sure that's a good idea? You seem rather unwell. You ought at least rest for the evening. There should be a spare bed in the lodgings yonder. Only don't go rushing off before you're ready. Take it from me. You're better off resting while you have the chance.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have...
Hoy there. You seem well tired. Tell you what, you can stay here tonight free of charge. I'll expect coin from tomorrow, mind. My pa always used to say, there's naught a good night's sleep can't fix. Not much else I can offer, I'm afraid, but you'll find all sorts at a finer inn. Aye, being armed is better than being defenseless, even if you're untrained. Still, 'tis worth devoting yourself to a vocation if you can. Opens up new doors, it does. You should stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance. No hard feelings if you prefer it. You've much more to offer.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day. Never for a moment did I doubt you'd go stronger someday. Having said that, 'tis quite a relief. They do say good things come to those who...
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings, and if you'd like to change your vocation. Come see me anytime. Always a pleasure.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently. Let us work together to honor the Arisen's trust.
Aye. I'm about to commence the troops' training regime. So if 'tisn't an urgent matter, it can wait till after we're...
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
We're running low on everything. From provisions to crafting materials for weapons and armor. We've had a hard time procuring goods, what with all the month. I sent Marcus to gather what we need, but I've just taken stock and I fear the list I gave him was incomplete. What say you? Could I trouble you to run an errand for me? You'll be paid, of course. Glad to hear it. Here, take this list of additional supplies to Marcus. He ought to be somewhere north of here. Hand him the note, and he'll take care of the rest.
Fancy a gander? I find goods for sale.
Take me as your shield, Arisen. Upon my... I yet stand. Are you fit to travel? Then let's not dawdle. Certainly, Master. I can take you to this individual.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
I'd hasten home.
Well met.
Hey all, we've had to start sending out new recruits to Colden.
Is that so? Who went yonder?
Lachlan. But I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will. Who was sent out that way, then?
Ocado. To be honest, sir, I'm a little worried for him.
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area? I can't handle those beasts on his own.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Fie! I want to go to his aid, but we can't just abandon our posts. Say, you seem stout of heart. Would you be willing to go in our stead? 'Tisn't far, only a short ways out from the main gate. You've my thanks. And Ocado's as well, I'm sure.
Perhaps we ought to hurry, lest we arrive too late to be of aid.
Ingredients are... Look, Master! Goblins!
I suppose I'll handle this.
You can count upon my aid.
Well done!
Is that all of them? You have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment I could have slain those creatures without your help. I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, I was paralyzed. You saved me this time, but I won't always be so fortunate. I'll have to train harder, till I've the confidence to face such beasts. Well, I'd best be heading back. But I'll be sure to let my superiors know of your good deed. I hope we meet again someday.
Shall we report our results? Unless I am mistaken, aught we require is already in our possession.
I'd hasten...
Hail, friend! Many thanks for aiding Ricardo. 'Twas a relief to see him return, and none the worse for wear.
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive had you not intervened.
'Twas a bit too early for him to be seeing actual combat. That much was made well clear. We'll be extending his training period. The instructors here are well known for whipping recruits into shape with their grueling regimes.
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit I've half a mind to ask you to join us. We could use someone with your experience.
Follow me, if you would. I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a guide.
Perhaps the Arisen has recalled some more
That's everything assembled. A job well done if I do say so myself. Oi! Did you need something? This is from Sir Geoffrey, is it? Let's have a look then. Fie. He wants these as well, does he? I thought I was finished. Why should I have to do all this on my own? I've got plenty to carry as 'tis. Say, your arms look free. You can handle that list in my stead. And make haste. I would depart for the encampment even a moment sooner. Well, go on. You know what to do.
Let's commence our search without delay. Where to first? The items on this list can be crafted by... combining certain materials, and I happen to know where they can be found. Methinks I know the general destination. Shall I show you the way, Master?
The vanguard is yours. Lead on. 'Tis no more or less than what one might have expected.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. We'd best report back. We now have all of the requested items in hand. Let us deliver them to Sir Marcus post-haste. Certainly, Master.
How goes it? Have you gathered everything on the list yet? Brilliant! I knew I could count on you. Here, take this for your trouble. I'll be heading back to the encampment now.
Our results are awaited. What say we make our report? Sir Marcus was well pleased, Master. Shall we report our success to Sir Geoffrey? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
I'm dead on my feet.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall...
Oi, many thanks for passing on that list to Marcus for me. As I hear it, you even assisted him in gathering the supplies. I hope 'twasn't too much trouble. Anyway, you've been a great help. I hope I can count on your aid again should the need arise.
I'm dead on my feet after today's training.
Have a gander at my wares. Shan't regret it. Hope to see you again ere long.
Well met. Well met. Always a pleasure.
Shopping is such fun.
I hope our coin purse isn't too much lighter.
'Tis as you say.
Come to think of it, some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Goblins approach!
compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Most impressive, Master.
Keep on like that, and you'll be done here soon enough.
Mayhap 'twas somewhat overdone, but no matter.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
We've quite the combination of vocations in our party. No two are alike.
Behold the state of the village. 'Tis a sorry sight indeed. The dragon truly is calamity incarnate.
Pitiable risen. Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? Pray, save your thanks. 'Tis only just that I should aid you in turn. After all, 'tis only by your courage that I live today. Had you not leapt between me and that dragon, I know you suffered for it. Such ghastly wounds. And I could not hear your heart beating. It was a miracle that you survived. Arisen? I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you have no memory of this either.
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with Arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermund, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
Well, you ought not strain yourself, not in your current state. Those burns could easily have killed you outright. I expect 'twill be some time before you fully recover.
This lad...
Well, you ought not strain yourself.
Wakestone shards are worth their weight in gold, when one has enough of them to combine.
We must take care not to throw it away by mistake. This is a powerful weapon. A single bolt loosed from it would carry tremendous lethal force.
'Tis a glad thing we happened upon this. Unleashing it during combat ought to fluster our foes.
Am I to do? You really ought to have returned by now.
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way.
Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth.
So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it.
But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I do? What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that.
Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many thanks for your kindness.
We could make the fruit reborrent ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here.
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit. Oberant, are we?
Always a pleasure.
We ought to bring this to the one expecting it.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roborant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir.
I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper like, I'll bet.
My heart is light as a feather after that exchange.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Do come again.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The Watchhead's waiting for you.
Let us speak with everyone we can think of who might know aught of use. I'll go and open the chest.
Tis quiet about.
Hale, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding, a task that can always benefit from another pair of hands. What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A bask of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy. I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the saurians scattering.
Saurians are monsters of fearsome strength. 'Tis true, but I've yet to meet a foe that explosive casks can't scatter.
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
Your skills have come a long way. Well done.
Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any luck, the Saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer clear of the village boundary in future. But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. The villagers use that water on a daily basis. You must make sure your aim is true. Are we clear? Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the Saurian's nest, and your task is done.
Now we are to throw a jar of poison. Be sure to handle it with care, Master.
Tis about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
Well done, Master. Those Saurians shan't dare approach the village for some time, thanks to your efforts.
My heart is light as a feather after that exchange.
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks for your efforts. And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better myself. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess. Or perhaps 'tis a little early for such talk. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace. And for that, I'm grateful.
All done then?
That was certainly worthwhile.
The result of our impeccable teamwork, no doubt.
I hadn't expected to feel such a sense of accomplishment. I suppose that comes of serving the Arisen. I enjoy tackling fierce foes and His not brawn and might that win the day, but deft fingers and a light step, as I trust my thievery's shown you.
Pray, call upon me again another time. Over many fierce battles was our bond forged.
I pray my efforts aid your cause. If ever you've need of an ear to listen,
you are wise indeed to have sought my aid. If we share our strengths, we can begin formulating a strategy that caters to our respective skills.
there's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
Sir Gregor wishes to speak with you, Master. Shall we go to him? If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Very well. I shall return.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us be on our way.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Goblins, Master!
No one can defend themselves when flattened like this! One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Do watch where you're going. You'll hurt yourself one of these days.
Oh, don't mind me. These things happen.
Are you certain you're happy to have me along?
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. To claim the title is to claim the throne, yet not all claim. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Regardless, we would do well not to invite my mistrust on our journey.
You'll not live to regret this. A gift of fire! Mind you don't burn your fingers.
Ingenious. My own master must have it.
Surely not! Fall back, and I will heal you with my magic. Wait a moment.
Look there. I espy another statue.
Why don't we go take a look? This obstacle shan't get the better of us. There must be a way to remove it. Ranged attacks are my speciality, Master. Shall I assist?
One can see far to the distance from here.
I'd gladly cast aside my weapon and laze about here, if the Arisen would permit it.
I quite agree.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt. Where to next, Arisen? At last! The moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I will make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
And here I was hoping for some great treasure. Now I feel a fool.
You cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
I know of nothing that demands your immediate notice. My master from beyond the rift seeks the self-same item we just delivered. I shall have to report back on our success. This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
There's no reason to rush into our bedrolls.
Pray, have patience with me, Master. The time of our parting has come. Thank you for everything, Arisen. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. 'Twill be an honor to serve by your side.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside. Look, Master! Goblin!
I shan't let them harm you. When grappled like this.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
My magics are at your disposal.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Now, what might that be?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
I merely did a duty march.
Not a bad idea.
Stay with me, Lizzie.
Wait right there.
This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
We found a chest. Let us examine what it has to offer. I am in awe of your powers of detection. Indeed. Good on you for being so observant.
Now here's a surprise.
The thrill of discovery never gets old.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
What's this? We're trapped.
Fie! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
A Cyclops? Be on your guard. Where you walk instructed to
Understood.
I'll incant the same spell with our combined magic. Do not falter. We'll take every ounce of our strength, but we can prevail.
Yes, of course. I see it now.
Seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another false arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well. Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
Ox carts make for relative...
That ladder looks promising, but we'll have to drop it down from above.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
wares of every ilk. Pleasure doing business with you.
Seems we drove them. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us, all right? Into the Ox.
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. It would seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the Sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, and in Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the council's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with your majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in a tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out.
Earn the people's faith, and we'll have our chance.